tree, plus I got this running me. Curly yellow dancing on me, so she smelled the green on me. She straight from.
Here are some names we were almost given instead of Canada. Superior. Yes, literally because we're superior to all other nations. It's kind of a good name. Ursalia, meaning place of the bears. Norland, for the north. Tupona, an acronym for the United Provinces of North America. Victoria Land, in honor of Queen Victoria. Britannia, after Britain. Mesopelagia, for land between seas. And probably the worst name on this list, Afiska, which is an acronym for English, French, Irish, Scottish, German, and Aboriginal.
Let's go to this shit be like Friday nights. This shit made me feel alive. I feel like we in bed. Never know. I let the sun come down.
How different Canadians say, "Excuse me." Watch you, love, just coming by you there. Whoa, ease down there, eh? Just coming through. Big rig coming through, watch out, bud. Pardon, just gonna sneak by you there. Excusez-moi. Jesus Christ, boy, if I knew any better, I think you're blocking the way.
All right, guys, I'm out here with a Canadian lynx right now. One of my favorite things about these animals are the big tufts that you see on their ears. So those actually are able to locate an animal that they're trying to hunt from hundreds and hundreds of feet away. They're able to use those to precisely determine the location, and it makes hunting so much easier for them. These animals are so cool, guys.
Adventures. Just off Highway 1 outside of Chilliwack is a place known as Bridal Falls. This place has a beautiful waterfall, and as of May 14th, it is open for day use. It says 15 minutes to the falls from the parking lot, but I think it's more like 5. And once you get up to the top, you'll see a sign that says don't go past this area, and for liability reasons, I agree with that. There's definitely something therapeutic about the water that rolls off this place, and if you've never been, it's worth checking out.
Plus I got this running me. Curly yellow dancing on me, so she smelled the green on me. She straight from California, freaky, yeah, she wanna be. What a day, what a day, what a morning. When I realized I was cautious, but I'm guilty, I'm in love. Sip. I run the racks up with my queen like London and Nip. But I got rich on all these, I didn't forget back. I had to go through the struggle, I didn't forget that. I hopped inside of the Maybach and now I can sit back deep.
If you're looking for a fun summer activity, you have to go to a drive-in theater. There's plenty near Ottawa, linked in my bio. This one's Port Elmsley. It's about an hour drive outside of Ottawa. Make sure to bring blankets and lots of snacks. We sat at the back of our Ford Escape for a great view of the movie and caught this vibrant sunset before it started. There was lots of retro ads and then the main show.
If you're Canadian, you know what these are and have hopefully had them at least once in your life. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own homemade beaver tails with just 3 ingredients: pizza dough, oil, and your favorite topping. To start, you can either make your own pizza dough or buy the store-bought stuff. I decided to make my own with a bread maker. Make sure it's a little warm so it's easier to shape. Dip your fingers into a bit of oil and rip off a small portion of the dough. Mold it so it's thinner in the middle and a little thicker on the edges. It's okay if there are a few holes. Once that's done, place it in oil that's on about medium-high. It should take less than 30 seconds to brown on each side. Repeat with all your dough and that's it. You've made your own beaver tails. Now all you gotta do is put your favorite topping on.
These are the top 5 oldest Canadian cities. Let's go. At number 5, we got Longueuil, Quebec. Founded in 1657, this city is 362 years old. At number 4, we got Montreal, Quebec. Founded in 1642, this city is 377 years old. At number 3, we got Trois-Rivières, Quebec. This city was founded in 1634, making it 385 years old. At number 2, we've got Quebec City, Quebec. Founded all the way back in 1608, this city is 411 years old. And at number 1, no, not a city in Quebec, St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, founded in 1497, making it 522 years old. Side note, all of the ages of these cities listed were ending in 2019. 2020 was not included because the year is not over. And if you are from any of these cities, comment down below, make sure to like and follow for more Canadian content. It's almost Canada Day.
Okay, so I live in Canada, right? And I work retail. And I had customers come in that were from the States. Really nice people, really cool. So they took out all their Canadian change and just dumped it all over the counter in front of me and was like, what is this? Tell me what this is. This guy was like, I need some help. I'm like, okay, I got you, don't worry. So he's like, I know like the dime and nickel and like quarter and all that, but like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, that's a loonie. He's like, a what? I'm like, it's a loonie. I was like, see, it has a little loon on the front, so it's a loonie, and it's worth $1. And he was like, okay, what is this? And pulls out this. I'm like, that's a toonie. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, it's like a loonie, but it's worth $2, so it's a toonie. He walked out.
In 2018, I hitchhiked my way across Canada from Halifax all the way to Vancouver, surviving solely off the kindness of strangers. And this is my story. I left my parents' house in Nova Scotia and got my first ride all the way to New Brunswick.
How often do you pick up hitchhikers? Very often. Really?
It was late at night, so I went to find a place to stay and ended up meeting somebody at a local university who let me stay on their couch. The next day, I made my way back to the highway and I hitched 3 rides all the way to Quebec City. Once I made it into the city, I met these guys out at a local bar and asked them if I could stay with them. And Anthony said yes. He even gave me, a complete stranger, the keys to his house for a few days. I said goodbye to Anthony and then I was back on the road. I got picked up by a man named Vincent who had already picked up 2 guys from France, and he dropped us off in Montreal. I met up with my friend Max and we went to a stranger's party that we got invited to that night. Hitchhiking, you spend a lot of time alone, so being at a party was great. Up until now, the trip was going well. And then I saw this.
28-year-old police believe she was killed while hitchhiking to Vancouver.